I'm Iris, and welcome back to another episode of Shadows Over Loathing, where we have some homo code on the sidewalk here. Let's translate it. The code reads Sandwich, April 18th, 1858. What's that all about? Do we have it? The door of the bank is fastened 3 locks that is the maximum possible over security. Oh, we need certain things to unlock things. Okay. Oh, here's a newspaper place. Let's see what's on the old AP feed today. Giants win NFL championships. We believe it was unfair to let them play against normal-sized men. Decry members of opposing team. We already read everything on the desk, so let's see. What? Newspapers archives 1920 to the present. Oh, November 13th, 1922. You find something interesting. 10 XP! This morning, a new sculpture was revealed in Goldthwaite Park, donated by Ocean City Comptroller Margaret Smudge. The sculpture, which consists of 5 jagged pointed rocks arranged in a rough circle on small concrete planks, have been variously described as avant-garde, thrillingly pointy, and fine, I guess. Wait, are you writing this down? Hi, Mom! By interested onlookers. Well, okay then. 1900. Oh my god, we have so many dates. Frisco fights. 1908? Unlikely, sure. I think we already read these a while ago. Oh wait, I think the new, okay, 1882. You find something interesting. The cover story for that date is the sinking of the Poor Quad, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story says the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Sturge. Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by friendly otter. How simultaneously tragic and adorable. Okay, so we only need to look at the ones that are new. We find something interesting. A flattened sandwich has been carefully concealed in the folder for that date. So that's what that code was all about. We got pressed ham panini. You're not exactly sure where this meat came from, but if pressed, you'd say a pig. That's enough research. Anything specific? Okay. We got things. I forgot the speakeasy password. Okay, Oliver's Place. Spittoon! Hey, Dan. Yeah, Spittoon is kind of inconvenient. Oh, yes, the one that belonged to previous me, old me. Weird, it wore it as a hat. I can't wear the spittoon. I don't want to wear it. Bar shut from the other side. Ooh, hobo code. The code says grapes under here. You quickly pry up the tile, and sure enough, there are grapes. We got floor grapes. Woohoo! What? What the hell are floor grapes? Take them to Fancy Dan. 3 to 5 me after combat. What's our current ring? We have inspiring. We have Gesto Fluento. We have 5 me. Danger to be near you. Okay. Different song. Okay. Condemned, closed, for lease, da-da. Can we sell things? This is the store, right? Hi! Let's see what's for sale. Bad for you despite what the radio advertisements say. Smelling salts, trench spork, corroded dented bugle. Standard issue blue cola grenade of questionable integrity. Government issued sardines, smelling salts. So we can sell other things that we have, but I don't want to do that just yet. Okay. Dangling bags for army stuff. Let's check in with Murray. Well, wait, at the store. Murray's desk. Ask Charles about it. Hello. Anything I can help you with? Lose something? Yeah, I seem to have misplaced the chuck key to my drill. What's a chuck key? It's a little twisty thing for tightening the chuck on a drill. Any idea where you lost it? It can't have gone too far. The cord on this thing got stuck in the outlet. It's not long enough for me to drill anything that isn't in this neighborhood. I could help you look for it. Oh yeah, that'd be great. Like I said, it's gotta be nearby. Just wander around. I'm sure it'll turn up. There's a button on your map labeled Wander that'll allow you to have a random encounter without going anywhere. Thank you. We sure know how to wander. I saw your name in the visitor's book at St. Polycarp's. Oh, sure. I do a little whittling to pass time now and then. Sometimes I go to St. Polycarp's to look at their gargoyles. Here, have one. He opens his desk drawer and tosses you a little wooden gargoyle on a leather cord. You got a gargoyle charm. +1 spooky armor. A little wooden gargoyle on a leather strap, whittled by Charles Wallace. The base has the model "Keep on Truckin'" carved into it. Oh, neat. Thanks. Let me ask you something. Anything I can help you with? Not right now, Charles. Okay. Calliope wakes up and purrs as you approach. You give her a nice scritching and she purrs as she goes back to sleep. I love that we can pet the cat. Door nowhere. Still just a brick wall behind it. There are no messages, nobody you need to call. We have our to-do list. Our room. Huh, was this flower pot always here? Plant a tentacle seed in it. It's your little tentacle buddy! Tickle him. Oh my god. Oh. It's just a buddy. Well, this shelf must have been left by the previous tenant. I can't wait to... No shows have been invented yet. I can't wait to add things to the room. Well, at least we have a tentacle seed. Awooga! Okay, I want to wander around because that's a quest. Well, this wouldn't be an unusual sight if you hadn't already seen it before. 4 Glocklins are playing their glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. I want to join in. Ignore them, fine. Let's wander. You see a glint of metal underneath a nearby bush. Hey, this must be that thing Charles Wallace lost. We got Charles' truck key. Charles says this thing performs some sort of drill-related function. Take it back to Charles at the antique store. Nice. Oops. I got your truck key. Hey there, Gary. Any luck finding my truck key? I found it. That's it. Thank you. Where'd you find it? Under a bush. Oh yeah, probably that bush I was drilling holes in the other day. That's what he said. Well now, what can I do for you? Nothing right now, Charles. Okay. That is a quest that we have completed successfully. Let's investigate Augustus's Dutch house. Yay! Gabby takes a piece of candy out of her purse and tosses it into her mouth and then holds the purse out to you. Want one? Sure, thanks. We got root beer taffy. You know you're supposed to take the paper off first, right? What? The skin? This is where all the vitamins are. Huh, okay. Not really, but sure. Probably shouldn't just barge in. Hello. I want to ask you about the pork wad. Alright, you better come in. Hello. You have urns. A plaque above this urn says Peg Leg Johnny, Handsome Jeff, Less Handsome Jeff, Barnacle Face, Fifth Sailor, a short wooden table. There's an old tarnished silver tray on top. It's empty. This wash basin is full of salt water. This guy's really committed to this whole deal. Saltwater fishing. Is that a cat? I want to pet the cat. An elderly gray cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Try to pet it. The cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. This cot smells like fitful old man sleep. The nightstand looks like it was dredged up from an old shipwreck. There's a blubber lamp on top. Examine the lamp. It's a simple device. A glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stuck in it. Blubber lamp. Really rolls off the tongue, though. Just a really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Delightful. Say it again. Blubber lamp? It just keeps getting better. Say it again. Blubber lamp. Just keeps getting better. Say it again. Wonderful. Say it again. Wonderful. Say it again. I never get tired of it. Say it again. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Say it again. I'm not even saying it. It's just Gary saying it. Great, just great. Delightful. Yes, 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 yes. Great, just great. Just keeps getting better. Delightful. Delightful. Amazing. Wonderful. Okay, no. Aw, you're no fun. We've got work to do, silly narrator. If Dirge's career had been more successful, this wouldn't have been a Commodore's commode. It's a shelf full of nautical non-fiction. You are not interested in it. This fishing rod is caked in salt. Either it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, or the captain uses it to catch horses. Any chance I could just take this? I ain't mine. Think the cat dragged it in. So is that a yes? Don't remember the question. We got salty fishing rod. Deals are muscle, plus 3 physical damage. That is a yes. I want to pet the cat. He must be nervous about the overall state of affairs in this. I want to be friends with the cat. Let's talk to you. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know, the newspaper. Don't trust newspapers. Well, nor newspaper reporters either. Well, nor otters. Fortunately, I'm only one of those 3 things. Can I ask about the porkwad? I had nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We hit a funny rock. All hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. And, the other one, so 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I can't recall. He was new. Just signed on before that last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie. Spooky. And that's all I gotta say about him. What was funny about the rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither, and I've been sailing that route for years. So, I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean as in haha. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put. Did they just come with the house? New one pops up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Well, nothing, I guess. You have a lot of urns? Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except that 5th feller weren't never found. I ain't recall how that urn got here. He was a member of the crew and right proper though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit that little cathedral? Sure, used to go and pay my respects once in a while. Back up before my knees started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here though. You've talked to the urns? Yep, we shoot the breeze. Relive old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do, and I can see from your face that you don't believe me, so you can ask them yourself, landlubber. I guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine, but if you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. I'm done asking questions. Thanks. A plaque about this urn says Pegleg Johnny. Hello? Anybody there? You look around and make sure the captain is asleep. Then mutter gruffly to the urn. Yar there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. Got rid of that no-good landlubber. A muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yar, Captain. What they want anyhow? Bah, nothing of import. Your basic landlubber prattle, trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay no, never mind. Aye, aye, Captain. So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's ship-shape. Ha ha. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's, reminisce about old times. Great. I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me you got the name Pegleg Johnny? Well, that's, because of my leg, right? Got a peg leg. Sure. How'd you get it? I got it because I lost the original leg? I assume so, yeah. Yar. But how? Well, wait, weren't you there when it happened? Time for my nap. Talk to you later. Talk about this one, says Handsome Jeff. So, how are you be doing thar, Handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like talking over old times? Sure. I mean, yar, why not? Right then, which particular yarn from your past have you got in your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me. The fellow next to you is less handsome Jeff, aye? So is this judgment of your relative appearances literal, or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal? Yar? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Oh, yes, of course I do. Gotta go, bye! Less handsome Jeff. Anything on your mind, Captain? Well, like what? Well, I don't know. Just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Right, so, yar. Yar, uh-huh. So, alright. Those old times, right? Sure, right, you are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yar, we sure did. Many of them. Yar. Anyway, I'm glad we had this talk. Barnacle face. Everything going alright? Aye, Captain. Nary a cloud in the sky. Good. Great. Are you in a chatting mood? Sure. Yar. Well, you know me, Captain. A man of few words, and I'll happen to listen, though. Right. I was, actually wondering about your name there, Thar. But Barnacle Face? What about it? Well, I was just wondering why. I mean, of course I know why, but if you have any insight into... Right. I mean, you never actually said, as you never asked before, so, I thought you already... Right, yeah, obviously I already... Anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing it, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good. Yar. Let's ask the 5th sailor. So, sailor, how goes it? I asked what's new, but, you're not a talkative one, are you, matey? Suppose you never were, come to that. So, as you were then, I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Smokes? As in cigarettes? Aye. What is an urn? Oh, cigarettes. Are? Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like usual, please. Yar. Okay, I guess we need to go grab some smokes. We'll go to Plunkett Street, because that's the closest place I remember there being cigarettes. You notice a pile of yellowish white grit in the middle of the road. You catch a whiff of it and identify it as muscle corn. Must have fallen off a truck and then been run over by a series of different trucks. It's powerful stuff. You shouldn't let it go to waste. Let's collect it. You carefully select the corn from the asphalt. It's like separating wheat from chaff, with a more modern spin on it. We got powerful grit. Even though it's just an inert powder, you're pretty sure it's gonna bully you. Let's continue to our destination. Let's go to the surplus store. Hi, I need cigarettes. Where is it? Ration cigarettes. Cool. Bye. Can I smoke the cigarettes? I can. I don't want to do that though. Okay, go back to Dirch's house. Dirch. Long before you actually turn the corner. We already did this. View. Woo. Go back in the house. Place some cigarettes on the tray. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the 5th urn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice and began. "Arr, Mitty, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted. Appreciate, Captain." Then you hide behind the captain, who's snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides aside and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tips over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? I guess we gotta go in there then. How goes it, sailor? Yar? Going fine, Captain. Thanks for the smokes. Sure thing. Okay. Oh, I want a saltwater fish. We got root beer taffy. Can I do more fishing? Aww. Okay. I want to pet the overall state of affairs. It's that shelf that guy came out from behind of. Or rather, the shelf of out of which from behind which camest that guy. You try to push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean, literally. A nautical guide to Lieutenant Harbor, a seaman's manual of ropes and knots, practical secret doors for the home handyman. The secret doors. You tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip the book open and start riffling through the pages until you find the one with the page corner turned down. A diagram on the page shows the 3 most common unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors. On closer inspection, this bookcase is using the 2nd one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Nice. Let's go in there. This game's so fun. Oh, hello. You give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. Hello. Hey, what are you doing in them? Were you seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah. Even if I was saying it, it sounds stupid. How'd you find me? I hid and watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the captain's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's just basically what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, that's not at all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit. At first, I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have a secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate! No, turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to. Well, except all his old sailing buddies, so I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. He didn't find it strange. He was a little spooked at first, but once I got a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's kind of nice to have someone to talk to. Even the situation is weird, right? So that's all? You just do this because you feel sorry for him? Yeah, well, I won't pretend like I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free. His pension from the shipping company is pretty good, and his short-term memory is kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you anyway? I'm here about the stolen urn. Oh, yeah. That was probably a mistake. He'd mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from that little cathedral to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay. It'll be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? The cap doesn't open them, so you won't notice if there's no ashes in it. I'll do it for the captain. Maybe this guy thinks it's treasure, but looks like trash to you. There's water in his bedroll. He must also use it as a bath. Okay. So let's go to the church. Polycarps. You are unexpectedly surrounded by 3 Glocklins, menacingly playing their glockenspiels at you, which is a real trick if you think about it. Hey, what gives? This is a muggery! We insist on it that you to us all of your meat give. What? All of it? That's crazy. I guess it is a little extreme. Say we instead for meat? No. Fights. Okay, 12, 12, 13. 5. Smack. This will do 7. Oh, that's... Oh, wait, I have 2 things, though. So, smack you. You have stench. You will get hot. What do you do? They're just gonna hit Emerson for 6? No! Let's... No! My sparrow's about to die. No! It doesn't let me heal the sparrow. It sucks. Okay, fine. You get 5 stench damage. You got fucking bonked with the tongs. There we go. They got Glocklin Mallet Ball. This used to be part of a Glockenspiel mallet. You can't make music with it anymore, but you could still probably put someone's eye out. Deal 3 physical damage and reduce target's moxie by 3, 14 meat, 5 XP. Whee! Let's, the fucking Myriad a little lamb. Should I tell him? Not yet. Alright, don't get your rosary in a knot. We'll, get us... Wouldn't hurt to take one. There's plenty in here, so the vicar won't miss just one. Besides, you've earned it. We got a burial urn. Okay. Can I get out of here while I... Okay, I can. So I don't have to leave the space completely. As you're walking through Ocean City, you encounter a mailbox that has been tipped over by some vandals. Let's write it. You write the letterbox. It was heavier than it looked, but you're more responsible than you look too. 4 XP. Wonderful. What is our current unspent XP? 75? Ooh. This could... We have 75? Ooh, 5 XP from regathering. This will give us 1 muscle, though. How much muscle do we have? 4. So if I want another 1... I want... +3 health regeneration. We'll buy photosynthetic. Okay. Let's replace the urn. You glance over to make sure Captain Durish is sleeping and deftly swap the urns. We got an urn of cremains. I swapped the urns. Did you switch out the 5th urn yet? Yeah, I did. Great. So we're square then? Everything's Jake? Sure, no problem. Can I pet the cat? Ishmael seems a lot calmer than he did before. New cat unlocked. You can now pet Ishmael to receive a boon. Pet him. Only 1 cat's favor at a time. We have Calliope's boon. Oh, so Calliope's is a physical armor. Ishmael's boon will give us mysticality. I want to keep my current boon. Aww, so we can get boons from different cats and they'll help us with like different things. That is very fucking cute. I love that so much. I'm gonna ignore the Glocklins. I'm gonna put the urn back. Oh, do I have to give the urn to him? Okay, I have to give the urn back. Here you go. I did, here you go. Wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water of St. Polycarp here somewhere. Here we go. He takes out a little bottle of water and splashes some on your forehead. We got St. Polycarp's forehead. Your forehead has been anointed with the blessing of St. Polycarp, the patron saint of bodybuilders. It burns. No, just kidding. I don't want to fuck with the church, man. I'm just gonna say thanks. Say, whose ashes are in that urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the fellow locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Poor fellow. He was interred here as an act of charity. Was that about 50 years ago, give or take? Oh no, it was more like 300 years ago. Huh, interesting. Yay, we got a new perk. So... okay, that's cool, I guess. That's funny. I want to go to the hobo camp. I want to learn more hobo. Yay, root beer taffy. Where do you get all this taffy anyway? Haha, swell try, but Gabby never reveals her source. Aw, shucks. Hey. Last night. You're pretty good at that harmonica. You want my secret? Sure. I want only one hobby. Grub, shut-eye. Cryptography. Veronica smiles. Hey, hands off my telephone. King of the hobos. Hi, Johnny. Can you teach me some hobo code? Yes. According to the hobo code, I am, of course, obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I'll grant you a boon. I will bewitch. You waggle your fingers mystically at the hobo king. You want to give me a boon. You believe it to be in your best interest. Are you trying to hypnotize me? That won't work. My crown is made of tinfoil. Oh, darn. Good effort, though. I don't know how you get your eyes to go swirly like that, but it was impressive. I'll grant you the boon anyway. Great. What's this? This is the hobo code symbol for boon. One of my favorite jokes. I wish I got to use it more often. Thanks. Where are you from? Hoboken. Life says you're working in some sort of secret plan. Oh, did he though? We're still a stranger. Shucks. Hoboken? I like your hat. I can imagine. I think we already talked about all this. I want hobo code. Oh, wait. What's this machine? Old naval cryptograph. Trying to modify to work with hobo code. Heavy duty equipment. A desktop radio. Ham. Codes and ciphers. It's all Greek to me. General purpose hobo glyphs. Okay. Notes in the hobo code. Handwriting. It's a teletype. Heavy duty. Johnny's plans. Yeah. Johnny doesn't want to talk about plans. So about those secret plans. Shucks. Wait for Hoboken. Okay. So if we... Hey there, Samuel. How's it going? Do you have any hobo codes to share? Yay! Hobo code knowledge increased. Were you able to find any work? Shimmer, that's a shame. Yeah, they're gonna get you down. How's the camp treating you? Real nice. Community is real important. Definitely better than standing on a abandoned street corner. I don't suppose there was any chance of a punchline where you suddenly say something really elaborate and completely understandable, is there? Yeah, just checking. Okay, see you later. Hi there, Dusty. How are you liking the camp? Haha. See you around. Hello, Gus. It's nice that the rain cleared up. They're comfortable in any sort of weather, huh? Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. In fact, when you get right down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Huh, that's really philosophical. Old Gus says if you can find the pleasure in any circumstance, it will never be suffered misfortune. Gosh. Okay. Hobo from the park. Well, hey there, friend. How's life treating you? Oh, I'm doing alright. Say I never got your name. Oh, I'm Obi. Pleased to meet you. Likewise, Obi. I'm Gary. How's the camp? Well, it's fine. Most of the fellas here have got all kinds of stories about travels. It occurs to me maybe I haven't done enough of that. Feeling a wanderlust? Well, no, maybe I wouldn't put that strong. Let's say a wanderthirst. Do you want to tag along with me? Oh, cool! My weird new job investigating spooky antiques seems to involve a fair amount of travel. Well, now, you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. Alright, I'm in. Obi has joined us a companion! Are we heading out now, or do you want me to wait for you someplace? Now's a good time as any. Oh, no! Hey, Gabby, mind waiting for me at Oliver's place? Okay, you have it. Let's hit it. No! Oliver's place. Okay, Obi... Do you know anything about hobo code? Sure, pal, I know a glyph or two. He shows a few symbols we haven't seen before. Well, thanks. Jedi Bob's boxcar. Probably should mess around over here to wake people up. What if we have Opie with us? Hey, Washi. See you around. Any grub? 52 continues to tickle the ivories. Ample condiments. What if I bring my friend to Johnny? Hello, Johnny. The secret plans? You're a stranger. Fuck. Okay. So, I guess Oliver's is the speakeasy? Sap. We got impenetrable shellac. Yay. Okay, so we can switch out companions. However, Gabby's my favorite. Speakeasy friend. Oliver's place. Okay. Gabby, wanna come with me for a bit? Meet up with you at the door. Great. Oh! And then he plays the oboe here. Keep down to them then. Okay, so companions that we've got will be put in the speakeasy. I want to go in this door. Barred from the other side. He's bouncing. Okay. Alright, let's go to Ms. Brewster's. Not the the payphone thing. Miss Brewster's home for traveling salesmen. Ooh, hoboglyph. The code says nice lady, but she only likes salesmen. Oh well, not super useful to a non-hobo, but at least you got some translation practice. We got 5 XP. Can I see my hobo literacy? We are a level 10 student of the hobo alphabet. We can understand some hobo glyphs. Okay. We are angry. We have cold armor because of warm hands. Oh, wait, I wanted... They're called tulips, but in this case, there are 3 of them. Wait a second. There's some invasive mana lichen growing at the base of the flowers. You can scrape it off. Glowing ooze! Yay! Let's head inside. As you enter the boarding house, you discover some kind of hullabaloo, or perhaps a kerfuffle. A stern-looking, middle-aged lady is surrounded by 6 agitated men, all talking over each other. Gentlemen, I insist you settle down at once. We won't get to the bottom of this with you all acting like panicked school children. Miss Brewster, you've got to call the cops. What this town calls police, I won't trust to solve a jigsaw puzzle, let alone a silliest crime. And I won't have those hooligans turning my house upside down. But there's been a murder. Somebody has to do something. What you can all do is go to your rooms and let me think. Good gracious. The men file up the stairs, abashed, but still fidgeting nervously. Let's talk to the woman. Excuse me? I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies. Oh, she sighs, expirated. I'm sorry, I don't have any vacancies, or well, I suppose I do, but I can't let you have the room until this whole mess has been sorted out. When those men said something about a murder? Yes, and it's absolutely ghastly. One of my lodgers was murdered in the night, and nobody heard or saw anything. I'm practically at my wit's end. Don't do that. Oh, offer to help or don't do that. I'm gonna offer to help because I want a side quest. Maybe I can help? My name's Gary the Goblin. I'm kind of an independent investigator, that sort of thing. Oh, like the Belgian fellow in the mystery novels? What? Sure. Well, that's marvelous. If you can solve this mystery, I can pay you quite reasonably. Okay, it's a deal. Thank goodness. What can you tell me about the victim? He was a traveling salesman. All my lodgers are traveling salesmen. What do you sell? Oh, they come and go so frequently, I'm afraid I haven't the foggiest idea. Well, how did he die? I'm not sure. The body is missing. Look, you better just go and have a look for yourself. He was in 3C. I locked the door so no one would mess around in there. We got the item key to room 3C. The key to room 3C, the victim's room, and Mr. Brewster's boarding house. Alright. Not a crumb to be found on the dining table. Miss Brewster keeps this place spick and span. A little note next to the phone says, do not use phone. Table. Tiny oil paintings of previous boarders. The radio plays agreeable music at a polite volume. This pot of flowers saw nothing. The bathroom door is locked. Only Miss Brewster is allowed in the kitchen. Miss Brewster stands by the kitchen door looking stern but frazzled. Strazzled. This is exactly the kind of joke I made. Especially in our Tears of the Kingdom when I made the stick. Hi, Miss Brewster. Yes, did you look in that poor man's room? Room 3C? I'll be right back. Let's go up. Okay, we have 2C, 2D. Room 2D. But really, they're all 2D if you think about it. Haha. Probably check out the crime scene 3C. Okay, so here's the first floor. It's a communal hat rack, but no one's using it at the moment. Let's go up to 3C. Is there a 4th floor? 3A, 3B. The 2 leafy plants are holding the frondy one hostage. There's shoes in the corner. Some high-heeled shoes have been carelessly left in this hallway. You're not sure which aspect of this would upset Miss Brewster the most. I'm gonna take the shoes. They'll be safer with you. Got extra high heels. Elegant shoes for sophisticated ambulation. Makes our steps higher. I wanna wear high heels. I opened the wrong thing. High heels. What is this? Makes our steps higher. I love all the funny walking. I love the stupid walking perk that we could enable. It's room C3C, the site of the incident. You unlock the door and put the key in the secret pocket you use for things that won't ever need to be referred to again. You step into room 3C and discover, holy crap, a massive pool of blood on the floor. And, like Miss Brewster said, there's no body in sight. Let's investigate. Oh my god. This thoroughbred looks pretty ordinary. Check underneath it. You roll up the rug and, whoa, what the heck? There's a crazy occult diagram underneath it. The lines and glyphs appear to be burned onto the floor. You can see little blobs of melted candle wax at the points of the dodecagram, and it even smells faintly of weird incense. Was this some kind of ritual killing? Great. Like a regular old murder wasn't enough. Creepy occult ritual circle. There's little blobs of old candle wax and everything. The wardrobe is locked. An ordinary wash basin. No clues here. There's also a mirror. Check yourself for clues. You look at yourself in the mirror. Hi, Gary. Bye. Oh, hey there, good looking. Leave. What? Holy jeez, is there even this much blood inside a person? Nothing. Must be shallower than it looks. Just try to fish out a pool of blood. Nothing interesting about the bed except that it's next to a massive pool of blood. The window is locked, so the killer must have come from inside the house. Let's, can I change what fishing rod I'm using? I have a salty fishing rod. Can I search for fishing rods? I guess it's a combat item. No? Or a weapon? We have a fishing rod. Oh, but this one is better because it does muscle plus 3 physical damage. What is mysticality plus 2? Well, actually, I mean, at this point, I feel like it's better if we're doing... I feel like this is our better thing for the moment because our muscle's the highest right now. Yeah, our muscle's higher than our mysticality right now. Okay. Let's, fish in the salt basin. He won't be needing this anymore. We got a handful of clean water. Pure water, untainted by even a container. Cure an alley who's on fire. The wardrobe's locked. Okay. Let's see. Room 3D? Best if you report back to Miss Brewster first. Okay. Let's go down to Ms. Brewster. Hello? Well, Miss Brewster, I've had a look in room 3C. Did you find anything? I found a huge bowl of blood. It was really gross. Did you find anything else? Yes, actually. An occult ritual circle. What? Oh my goodness. You think it was some kind of black magic sacrifice? I'm afraid it looks that way. Yes, ma'am. Well, I've always felt a lodger's religion was no business of mine, but I won't stand for this one bit. Are any of your lodges involved with the occult? Do you know? I do recall that one of them specializes in selling occult supplies and paraphernalia, but I'm afraid I don't remember which one. You'll have to ask around. Okay. Now we go up. Let's start 2D. You knock on the door. A nervous-looking salesman peeks out. I'm warning you. I'm armed. Oh, I know you. Yeah, I think we met before. You sell derringers, right? Yes, that's right. You should buy one. There's a murderer on the loose. Actually, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, thank God somebody is. What do you know about the other salesman here? I know that there's a guy who sells occult stuff. I give him a wide berth, though. All I know about him is he doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses salesman. I see. Neither of them are the victim, by the way. Okay, thank you. This is gonna be a fucking riddle. Room 2C. No response. You tried the knob, but the door is locked. I need a wardrobe key. You knock on the door and a salesman sticks his head out. Yeah? Oh, hey, I know you. Oh, yeah, you're the guy selling pants from before, right? That's me. What's up? Want to buy some pants? Not now. I'm just investigating the murder. Ah, yeah, really grisly business. Do you know the other salesmen that live here? Not really. Just the guy who sells that little Derringer pistols. He's complaining about the guy who lives right above him. That's the Trinket and Baubles guy. Because he keeps making a racket, dropping stuff on the floor at night. That probably doesn't help me much, though. Well, something. Thanks. Room 2A. Who's there? I'm not opening this door with a killer on the loose. I'm investigating the murder. Do you have any information that would help? There's a salesman who specializes in occult stuff. That seems pretty suspicious to me. Which room is he in? I'm not sure, but isn't the one above me. He doesn't live at the same end of the hall as the victim either. Thanks? So opposite end. Let's look at 3D. You knock on the door. Voice calls out without opening. Hello? Hi, I'm investigating the murder. How well do you know the other salesman here? I don't know any of these guys. Although, I think there's a guy who sells brushes who's neighbors with a guy who sells pants. Okay, thanks. Side of the incident. Room 3B. Hello, who are you? I'm investigating the murder. What can you tell me that the people live here? I pretty much keep to myself. All I know about the other salesman is that the one who sells jokes and gags isn't the one who lives next to the one who lives above the one who sells brushes. What? Nothing, thanks. something I can know. Hey, we meet again. Oh yeah, you're a sunglasses guy. That's me, baby. What can I do you for? Well, I'm investigating the murder. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, I was hoping you'd give me some information about the people who live here. Yeah, I don't really know any of these guys. There's a fella that sells jokes and gags somewhere on this floor, I think. And this guy sells pants, but all I can tell you about him is he isn't the guy right below me. Sorry. No problem, thanks anyway. So, it must be the occult. This is... okay. So brushes salesman lives next to the pants salesman. So... Colt doesn't live above me. He doesn't live at the same as the halls of it. Okay, so do I have to report this to a Colt salesman? Doesn't live in the room below the sunglasses. Okay. So I think the occult one is room, hold on, 3B? No, I think I want to talk to you. Excuse me, Miss Brewster, who is in 2C? They didn't answer and the door's locked. That's because 2C is my room. Oh, well, can I have a look inside? Certainly not, that's private, and you couldn't possibly imagine I would kill one of my own lodgers. That would be terrible for business. I guess you have a point there. Well, I figured out who the occultist is. I'm pretty sure. Oh. Maybe if we confront him with it, he'll either confess or give us some usable information. Are you starting to know which one he is? I won't have you accusing the wrong fellow. I think it's 2B? Hopefully I'm not wrong. I'm pretty sure. Alright, shall we gather everyone together at the scene of the crime so we can do a dramatic reveal like in the novels? Sure if you want. I must say, this whole murder business is simply dreadful, but it's the most interesting thing to happen in years. Right. Well, I suppose you're all wondering why I've called you here today. I assumed so you could tell us who did the murder. Yeah, that was my guess too. Right, yeah. 3B. Right, yeah. Well, as you can tell by this weird circle on the floor, this killing probably had occult significance. Therefore, the most likely candidate is the occult good salesman, who's the guy in 3B. Why isn't it working? What? No, I mean, yes, I do sell occult supplies, but that isn't even one of my circles. Are you actually accusing me of murder? I think you're the only likely candidate. That's crazy. You're crazy. Tell it to the cops, but suddenly the wardrobe door flies open and a salesman jumps out. Haha, I fooled you all pretty good. Who the heck are you? I'm the victim. I sell jokes and gags of my stuff. How do you like my new giant fake rubber pool of blood? Isn't it a scream? Oh my god. Here, kid. Let me give you something being such a good sport, kid. We're in a good health. We got Foot's ring. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta roll this blood back up, and 9 people in this tiny room is 8 too many. This ring bears the insignia of the Fraternal Order of Traveling Salesmen, which is difficult to make out at this small size, but it might be a farmer's daughter. Makes you more likely to encounter traveling salesmen. Okay. Well, that could have gone worse. The occultist gentleman was quite offended by your accusation, but I believe he'll get over it. Here's your pay. 15 meat and 10 XP. Thanks. Glad to be of help. I'd say I call if I ever need your services again, but I think one exciting thing happening every 3 years is quite sufficient. If it happens again, I'm just gonna throw everyone out. Good idea. Cool. Well, we solved the murder. Can I buy things? Bathroom door is locked. I want to buy things. Oh, with the mystery solved, there's nothing worth going upstairs for. Damn it. Okay. We'll do a little bit more wandering until it's time to go. Let's tutor these poor street urchins. Yay! You give the kids a few pointers about math, and the insults they hurl at you in reply do nothing to diminish your sense of smug satisfaction. Ooh, we get muscle corn, so this gives us powerful grit. More wandering. I'm going to ignore the glockenspieling goblins. I do have a match, but I might eat later. Wow, well, thank you all the same. Toodaloo. Wasn't there... Oh! The church! There was a candle. I'm gonna give a music lesson, because that gives us XP. There was a candle I wanted to light up. Hello, Please don't disturb the altar. Let's unlight this one. Hopefully this doesn't preclude you cursing the darkness later if you feel like it. Huh? What a weird little adventure that was. Ahoy there. Everything shipshape? Need any smokes? Heh, guess I shouldn't mess around. Well, we did do that. Yay. We got long division. Solved problem. I'm gonna shove past them. Woo. Yay. Spearmint taffy. Where do you get all this taffy anyway? Oh, shucks. Ring out the lichen. We got sorted grease. Discarded hot dog. Still, this was used for something horrible. We getting more sap for ingredients. Hey, what gives? I'm gonna fight them because I don't want to give up my meat. You have 12, you have 12, you have 7. Okay. You're gonna ding Dabby, you're gonna ding Gary, you're gonna buff. Okay. You have 12, you have 12. I'm just gonna get you really low, and then I'm gonna kill you with my salty fishing rod. Inappropriate fishing. You have 12, that's gonna slap you for 9. I don't want you to slap my parrot, my sparrow. Oh my god! A fucking passing car? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna swash with my fishing rod. Got Glockenbrot. It's a small loaf of dark bread made by Glockenspiel obsessed goblins. Let's hope their single-mindedness doesn't make them really terrible at baking. Increases our max HP by 5. Wonderful. Okay. Free meat. I'll take it. I'm gonna ignore them. We're gonna just keep wandering. Yay! Root beer taffy! Aw, shucks. Don't I have... Okay, I do have 90 XP now. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade our muscle to do that. Yay! Oh wait, there's a next section? Oh, that's these. I want to upgrade all my basic skills. That would be a good idea, because I want to be overpowered! I like being overpowered. I think it's funny. Let's collect our powerful grit. I want to grab another match. I'm shoving past them. Woo. Because at least the XP goes a long way. Root beer taffy. Lovely. Is this everything we can do? Aw, not another muggery. Regen. 12, 7, 12. You're gonna get fucking smacked. We're just casually in a fucking street. You're gonna get swashed. You plan ding Gabby. You also plan ding Gabby. Fuck you, flap slap. +1 Moxie. 3, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna smack you. You have 7, 9. Okay. Good enough. Yay! Glockenspiel necklace. Perfect for the heavily burdened music lover who doesn't have a hand free for a normal glockenspiel. And our sparrow grew stronger. I don't know why I keep trying to say it's a sparrow or a parrot. No, sparrow is the correct word. Damn it. Is this all that's available in the... Let's go to the boardwalk, actually. Give him a music lesson. View. Ocean City Boardwalk. Fortune Teller's Tent. Tell you about the price. Oh. Ooh, hat photography. Right. Oh, right. If we have new hats, we should put them on. I have a welding mask, which is new. Welding mask, perfect. I love it. Here's a meat baby. Spend in good health and come back soon. Okay, okay. It's just me. Let's just chef's hat. Okay. Oh my gosh, it shows up on the thing. Have we done Color Wars gas mask? Perfect. Awesome. God's turban. Have we done a broken coconut? Okay. Can we do like ones that we have done for... Okay, you already got a pic of it. Okay. It stares at you silently. Games. Test your everything. Okay. Pop bang. What was it? I like to start newcomers off something relatively easy. All I have to do is guess my itch, throw a dart to pop a balloon, and drive a nail into this board with one swing of a hammer. At the same time, that's right, Kara, try it. We aim the dart while winding up your arm for the hammer swing and swinging at the proprietary. Well, you look about 38, but pop bang. Eureka cigarette smoke, so I'm going to say 34. Nicely done, right on the money. Here's your prize, some fancy new beach shoes. We got crab clogs. These shoes were made at the beach out of the materials that were closest to hand. It makes you walk like a crab. Oh my god, yay, hooray! What other games you got? Second level challenge. Oh, 5 all stats plus 10 meat. Just take this mallet, hit this lever here hard enough to ring the bell while shooting a bullseye with an air rifle and solving this crossword puzzle. How hard's the puzzle? It's a Thursday puzzle, so it's tough but not unmanageable. We need... No thanks. Well, not with that attitude you won't. What? First aid. Cooking for help. Ooh! Ooh! Yes. I want a book. Can we fish? Nice shot. Oh, we can just can't practice our fishing technique. Nice shot. I want to heal target for 50 XP. Ah! We need to grind. We'll do 2 more minutes of grinding, approximately. Solve it. Shove past them. View. Let's actually head to the fridge factory so we're ready. You see an IRS agent through the window of a diner struggling with his paperwork. Correct his calculations, pinch his cheek and keep walking. Oh my god. We could correct him. That is too fucking funny. Hey now. A man in the street does a big theatrical double take as he passed. Just wanted to get a look at you. Hey, whoa now. How's the weather up there? Up where? You're taller than me. Up on the property ladder. I almost can't see you up there. Huh? I live in the back room of an antique store. Gee whiz. Well, I hope to join you in an antique store room of my own soon enough, but fellows like me got to sell if he wants in on the property ladder. Luckily, product I got nearly sells itself. What is it? Paperclip. Bam! Increases and targets stench armor by 3. That's a paperclip. Is it ever? I don't know if I need a paperclip right now. Guess your documents keep themselves from flying off in the wind. Guess your nose secures itself against wild odors. Sure, I'll buy one. Ooh-wee, do I detect a change in humidity? I must be chasing up the property ladder. You didn't tell me the weather was this nice. It's only 10 meat, it's fine. Let's just wander. I do not have a match. Thank you for the match. It was spearmint taffy. Woohoo. I'm gonna ignore the Glocklins. Let's wander some more. Let's give a music lesson. 5 XP. More meat, thank you. I'd like to at least make the meat back. We get our sorted grease and XP. Sorry, I can pass. I don't need a paperclip again. You're passing alright in the offer of a lifetime, but that's alright, that's alright. I got a good feeling next time you see me, I'll be in the antique store next door. He really wants to sell me a paperclip. Ooh. A chortling street tough in the alley challenges passerbys to arm wrestle for the title of Alley King. I'm gonna roll up my sleeves. And make quick work of the young tough. The alley is yours. But faced with all the administrative responsibilities that come with it, you give the alley back to the people instead. Spearmint taffy. I want strawberry taffy. They're giving them a music lesson because I want XP. Let's take a look at my character sheet. Oh. What? Did I already spend the XP? 65. What? Can be... Oh. What did I do? I guess I somehow got... Okay. You peruse the basic recipes, but there are some advanced ones at the back of the book. If you read them, Medical Manchigo will heal additional 5 XP. Yay! And we read the recipes and gain even more insight into the health benefits of cheese. Unfortunately, you're so distracted by your newfound doctoring skills that you forget your librarianing skills and promptly lose the book. Eureka! Okay. I upgrade, gives a sleaze armor, parmesan missile, unlocks trick shooting. I need 5 mysticality. No. 100. 30. Okay, you know what? We'll continue more Shadows over Loathing in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Make sure you take care of yourself. Get enough food, get enough water, get enough rest. And just be kind to yourself in general, because you deserve it. Also, tell someone you love them, because you may not know how much they need it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!